Hello there, welcome to Genesis Models. My name's Bobby Waldron. In this video we're going to be looking at Eduard's P-39 LN 1/48 scale. It is the Profi pack and it's a nice little aircraft here. And looking at the box art, we've got what looks like a nice bunch of decals, which is great with Eduard. They always give you loads of decal options. And we've probably got about 5 in there. Now just open up the box before I really kind of like get it all out and research it and give you a real close look. What you get is, first off, you get one bag, right? One bag full of grey plastic sprues, and from what I can see they're looking quite crisp. Now what we've got to remember with this kit is it's not one of Eduard's brand new, next generation kits. This was new tooled in year 2000, so we're talking about 14 years old, but it still looks rather good. I mean, we haven't got that absolutely brilliant surface detail, that next generation stuff, but I mean it's still looking rather good in there. Then we have a nice little bag here for our canopy, and the canopy is looking rather nice, and they put it in these nice resealable bags, so we can keep it sealed up, keep it scratch free. Moving along, we've got a nice little instruction booklet here, nice introduction, and then we've got the usual really nice Eduard instructions that they do as well, so very nice there. And because it's the Profi pack, we've got a nice bit of photo etch here, which looks like it's just nice cockpit detail going on there. We've got some canopy masks as well if you like to use them, and then as always Eduard gives us a nice set of decals, which again are printed by cartographer, made in Italy. So we know we're not going to have any problems with this. We've got nice decals, but let's have a look at let's have a closer look at this. Let's see how their tooling is from about 14 years ago compared to how fantastic their toolings are these days. So let's have a closer look. And actually this kit as well is about, I think it was like 16-17 pounds at RRP price. So it's not an expensive kit as well. So let's have a more closer look at this. So starting off with these nice small instructions, you get the usual nice bit of a history about the actual aircraft itself, and then moving through, hopefully you'll see that we've got these lovely Eduard instructions, nice glossy paper. It's nice with colour. It shows you how to put all this nice photo etch into the cockpit and seat belts, and how it's simply, we're going to have this nice simple 2 fuselage halves coming together, 2 wing sections coming together, and then you bring the wing section and the fuselage half together, and it's going to be a nice simple easy build. You don't get the option to have your flaps up and down, which is a shame. We do get bombs or a fuel tank, landing gear, same usual landing gear, and apart from that, pretty nice. Now it is also nice, you do see in the instructions that you can have the canopy mask to do our little black walkway here, or you do actually have the decal for that as well. Markings in here, we do have, hopefully as you can see, a nice 5 set of markings. We've got a nice shark mouth on the first one, bit of a desert US one there going on, and then we've got like 2 Russian sets of markings there. So Eduard and their lovely set of markings, really nice there. Moving on to our first sprue. Our first sprue is just lots of little bits and bobs on here, so let's just bring you in. Right, and the first thing, hopefully you'll notice, it does look very crisp. We're not seeing any kind of nasty flash anywhere. The wheels look nice, the propellers look nice, there's just literally no flash going on here, which is quite good, because this kit was released year 2000, so it's 14 years old. It has been reboxed, and all this kind of stuff. Loads of things have been happening, loads of kit releases of this over the years, but 2000 was when it started, and hopefully it is looking good. We turn it over, our landing gear doors here, are looking real nicely detailed there. No ejector pin marks in there as well. Hopefully as you can see there. and then moving along, you know, we've got all these tiny little pieces, and I'm not seeing, this is a good thing, I'm not seeing like any ejector pin marks. This is a good thing about Eduard. They really do, you know, keep the ejector pin marks to a minimum. So that is looking good. Then we've got our second sprue, which on this sprue we're going to be looking at the fuselage section, right? So let's move that out of the way. So what you can see hopefully is this nice surface detail. It's not, you know, next generation surface detail, but you know, I'm feeling the recessed panel lines. They do feel nice and crisp and deep enough to take a wash. We do have some nice rivet detail on there. We don't have any fine recessed rivet detail that you normally get with Eduard's new releases, but looking very nice. And those recessed panel lines do curl right round to the 90-degree angle as well, so that's rather nice going on there as well. We've got some instrument display panel detail here, as you can see, but we do have photo etch with this. But if you didn't have the photo etch, maybe you didn't have a Provi pack, you know, it's not bad in there. And then we've got some more cockpit detail here. Hopefully you can agree that looks rather nice as well. That's gonna, you know, set that off. The bottom of our cockpit detail as well. We've got our little seat there, you know, not much detail, but then you don't really get much detail with them. Inside our fuselage, you know, we've got a little bit of detail in there, but I mean, you know, I think we're going to build up a lot of the detail around this. We do have two big ejector pin marks which are really sort of sticking out there, hopefully, as you can see. I mean, we can cut them, sand them back all right. I don't know if we're going to be seeing that anyway, but you know, I just thought I'd point that out. So that's looking rather nice. Then we come to our wing section. Hopefully you can see from this being a big flat piece that this plastic is really nice and smooth. You know, it's not rough at all. We don't have to do anything to it. That is all good for ready for spraying, that is. Again, you know, hopefully, as you can see, all this nice surface detail going on there. Not the best, but definitely you know, above average going on there. And as well, we've got the two top pieces of the wing there as well. Just on the inside, you know, we've got one or two ejector pin marks, but looking very nice and smooth. I think this is going to be a bit of cockpit detail, which hopefully you'll see that does look nice as well. And then we have a little pilot here. You know, for out of the box, for stirring plastic, you know, he looks pretty good. Right? I mean, I've seen better resin, but you know, for out of the box, that is looking rather good. And I've not really seen any sink marks either, so you know, I'm not really seeing any problems with this kit. Just a very nice, quite you know, crisp kit. Then we have our canopy detail here, which, you know, the canopies are looking rather shiny, but I would personally give them a bit of a polish. But apart from that, they are looking rather nice and spot on there. Very nice there for Eduard. Then we move to a couple of extras. Well, let's have a look at the decals actually first. The decals, they are printed by a cartographer, made in Italy. Hopefully, as you can just see the writing there, which means we know these are going to be really good. They're going to nicely conform nicely with micro set, Solon set, so they're going to be good. It's kind of glossy, nicely in registry. I'm not really seeing any problems in. We've got a nice load of decals for all those different, those 5 sets of markings that we've got. I do like it when they do put in, you know, the instrument display panels as decals. You know, we probably might not use them, but it's an option, it's there. So, you know, whatever you prefer to do, whether it's photo etch, paint it, decal it, you know, you've got all the options with this kit for your personal preference. That's what I like about Eduard's kits as well. Moving along, we have two nice little goodies here. We have our canopy masks. It's not just a canopy mask, but I think if I just quickly get the instructions out, it does actually show you in the back here. As I said before, you know, you've got that nice bit of canopy mask there for the walkway. You've got the canopy, and then it looks like you've got a couple of circles for different bits and wheels as well. So I mean, we've got wheels and walkways, canopies, you know, we've got a nice couple of masts there, not just canopies. Then we have a nice bit of photo etch here. Let's just get this out, nicely coloured photo etch. And with this photo etch we get seat belts, we get our dials and instrument display panels, as well as air intakes. We've got a couple of air intakes, and I think that's a bit of landing gear detail there. Yeah, there's a few little bits there as well from what I've seen in the instructions. So, you know, nice bit of cockpit stuff, as well as, you know, a bit of air intakes and landing gear stuff there with that as well. So, you know, all in all, it's looking like a really nice, impressive kit. You know, I mean, really, I don't think you can grumble too much with it, considering how old it is. You know, I mean, 14 years old, you know, it really has kind of stood the test of 14 years. So, you know, all in all, the score that I gave for this kit, 8.6, which I think is a nice, well-deserved score to be a nice 8.6. It did score well on the decals, because we've got cartographer decals in there. You know, cockpit detail was good because you get that extra photo etch in there, so that, you know, you can really jazz up the cockpit. It didn't really score badly on anything, really, to be honest with you. It was just a nice kind of, you know, well, yeah, around about the 8.6 mark, a lot of the scores. So, you know, really nice fair score there. What the 8.6 means is it's an above average score, meaning it's an above average kit. So, you know, you're not going to have any problems with this. It should go together reasonably well. And, you know, with all the added extras with a photo etch, you know, 5 sets of markings, you know, you've got good surface detail, no ejector pin marks really, no sink marks, you know, you've hardly got any flash going on with this. Not only that, the kit actually costs £16.70 RRP from Hanant. So, you know, I mean, it's cheap as chips. RRP from Hanant, £16.70. You know, you can't really grumble with that. So this should make into a nice build. I'm happy with it. I wouldn't mind building it, and hopefully this this nice product review, sorry, inbox review, has been nicely beneficial to you. So until next time, my name is Bobby Waldron, this is Genesis Models, and I hope you've enjoyed.